I was 5 years old when my dad introduced me to the concept of Hilbert's Infinite Hotel. Has anyone heard of this?
Yes.
Of course. The conceit is this, that there is a hotel with an infinite number of rooms, and in every single room there is a guest. The hotel is full. As an aside, I'm 5 years old and my dad is introducing me to infinities in different sizes. When I got an autism diagnosis at the age of 30, everybody was not surprised. Everybody apart from my dad, who said, "You can't be autistic." Wrong. Because you're just like me. Correct. And I'm perfectly normal. So let's get back to my dad talking about different sizes of infinities to a 5-year-old. So I'm 5 years old, and he says, "Son, imagine this hotel. One more guest turns up. How do you fit them in?" Now, me being young and very stupid, said, "At the end." And he laughed. So one of the things I've inherited from him, everybody knows when I found something funny, and by everyone I mean everyone in about a mile radius. He says, "No, you can't put them in room infinity plus 1, there's no such thing." I said, "Oh, all right then. I don't know. Where do you put them?" He said, "Well, you move everyone up 1. You move the people in room 1 to room 2, the people in room 2 to room 3, the people in room 3 to room 4, I said, keen to be involved. And he said, "Yes, that's absolutely right. And that leaves room 1 completely free." The next time my dad brought this up, I think I must have been at university. I studied languages at university, which was a bit controversial with Dad because he was a mathematician. My view on this, expressed over the dinner table, was that maths starts with numbers and then it gets more advanced and you start adding in letters, which means languages is just really, really advanced maths with no numbers at all. Yeah, he had about the same reaction. So he's holding court at the dinner table. The center of attention as always. Thanks goodness I did not inherit that from him. He introduces the next question. An infinite number of guests turns up. How do you fit this new infinite number of guests into the infinite hotel? And I stare at my potatoes, and I say nothing, and I say nothing for 2 reasons. 1, I don't know the answer, and being a teenager who doesn't know the answer is absolutely horrendous. But the second reason is because I'm really interested. But I can't express interest in what my dad is saying. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? You get thrown out of the brotherhood of surly teenagers for being interested in what your dad's saying. So I sit quiet. My dad, though, is under no illusion. He knows full well that I'm interested. So in his kindness, he carries on. He says, all you have to do is divide the infinity in 2. Okay, I put my fork down. I demand an explanation. Dad, what are you talking about? He says, it's very simple, son. You take everyone and you move them to the room number that is double their current room, so that everyone ends up in an even numbered room. And that leaves all of the odd numbered rooms completely free. And there's an infinite number of odd numbers, isn't there? He's right. There are 2 infinities inside this other infinity. There are infinities of different sizes. The third time my dad brought this up, I was at work. And he rang me up. He said, son, I'm in Manchester by accident. I've got an hour. Do you want to have lunch? Dad, you can't call me out the blue. I've got emails overflowing. I've got people queuing up at my desk. I've got meetings that I've got to go to and meetings that I think I should be in right now. I can't see you right now. He said, son, yeah. The work is infinite. But you remember what I said about the infinite? Yeah, no, of course, Dad. Of course I remember. Listen, I've got a free weekend. I'll call you over the weekend. We'll have a long chat about this. He said, all right, son, no problem at all. Pretty cheerful. And the weekend came and I didn't get round to it. It's one of those things that's important, but not urgent. And I never really got round to it. And that brings me to today, to right now. to being at this church that he got married in, surrounded by all the people who loved him, and me never being able to ask my dad what the answer is. He was right. The infinite doesn't get larger by addition, and it doesn't get smaller by subtraction. You can take an hour and the infinity will still be there. Take the time. The infinite won't mind.